Australia, Bali, even Hawaii. With pro surfers raving about that magical wave called Majestic, Puraran's consistency, how they get long rides, and being amazed by perfect swells, which I, as a non-surfer, could only interpret as saying that they had a great deal of fun.
Puraran, where surfing is, because surfing is not very available in any locality.
But Puraran is not just for the die-hard surfer who comb the beaches of the world to pit themselves against the ocean's power. Newbies such as myself also have a place under the sun. And hey, if a kid can do it and still look majorly cute, well, then I can pull it off too.
Tourism to us is a livelihood project of the government because in Catanduanes, everybody are farmers. And if we can consider tourism as our means of livelihood, it can be. All over the Catanduanes, we can offer every kind of beaches. We have white sand, we have yellow sand, we have black sand.
A quick 15-minute tricycle ride from Puraran is possibly the dreamiest spot in Catanduanes. The Balakay-Puraran viewpoint where one can see a commanding view of Puraran Cove and more. But of course, such beauty doesn't come easy. From the start-off point, it takes 30 minutes of trekking to reach the top, where the view is dominated by the crashing power of the mighty Philippine Sea with its unforgiving waves.
There is plenty of exploration to do in Catanduanes: land, folklore, history. Lots and lots to discover.
With the expectation of having a full day of taking in sights, first thing in the morning, we fortified ourselves with a very bracing Catanduanes breakfast of kamote, bochi made of cassava, sinaing suman, kaluko or gabi, puto, bukarilyo or bukayo, and pili kuyog. After that, we went to see what the locals call buto ni kurakog, which is basically a column of earth and loose rocks that rose 5 meters from the sea. The landmark is connected to a legendary love affair between a giant, Kurakog, and a mortal woman, Kalarab. Love affairs between gods and mortals were frowned upon, thus both enchanted beings and ordinary townsfolk tried to separate the lovers. It was Kalarab who bore the brunt of the attempts to separate them. She died heartbroken. A grieving Kurakog hurled a curse, then took his own life and laid himself along Ilihan Point. His body was washed away, leaving only his giant penis, The said 5-foot stone column, now an object of folk fertility rites. From there, we visited Loran Hill. LORAN is an acronym for Long Range Navigational Facilities. A former American naval base built around the early 1950s as an outpost to monitor movements in the Pacific Ocean. Abandoned in 1972, the camp was then used by local Coast Guards in 1980 and was again abandoned. Today, only the caretaker and his family reside in the ruins of the former base.
Umalis sila, hindi na kami umalis dito. Pumasok pa rin akong laundry woman sa mga Philippine Coast Guard. Ay siyempre, dito rin kami namulat. Ano rin dito na rin. Sanay na kami dito eh.
Then we are off to the Loroman Cove in the neighboring island of Pusgo, where we whiled away the time feasting on banagan, or lobster for me, and canis, or crabs for tita. There's also kuping, or big chips made from sliced gabi, pinurunan or suman made from kamoteng kahoy, as well as buchi and kamote cube. After lunch, while Tita feeds the chickens, I join a fisherman as he checks on his traps. I collect the crabs, which would probably end up as somebody else's lunch or dinner.